Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabriela Bucci, and today we're going to be talking about the harm cheating does to your marriage. Now let's be honest, cheating is not just a mistake. Yes, some persons say cheating is a mistake, but I can assure you, before the cheating, there was some process that has been done before you went into cheating. It's not a mistake. It's not just something that happened. It's not just a weak moment. Now, cheating changes the atmosphere of a marriage. And the scary part is, sometimes the marriage continues, but it's never same again. Some of you watching this, you have been cheated on. Some of you have cheated. Some of you are in emotional situationships, and you're telling yourself it's not that deep. It's deep. I'm not judging you. I'm talking about the real damage cheating does. The kind people don't talk about because the harm is deeper than sex. Now, know that cheating breaks safety. When you marry someone, you are not just saying I love you. You're telling that person you're safe with me. Safe emotionally, physically, safe spiritually. Cheating destroys that safety. Now, after cheating, the innocent partner doesn't just think, did you sleep with someone? They think, was any of it real? When you said you loved me, were you lying? Every time you said you were working late, was that fake? Once safety is broken, even normal things look suspicious. And that's exhausting. Now, imagine living with someone you love, but you don't feel safe with them anymore. That's harm. Cheating creates insecurity that wasn't there before. Some people were confident before they got cheated on. Then suddenly, they start checking phones. They start comparing themselves to other persons. They start overthinking everything. And sometimes, the cheating partner gets angry. Why don't you trust me again? But trust is not a switch. It's a glass cup. Once it breaks, you can glue it back, but the crack will show for a very long time. And now, instead of being lovers, you become investigators. And that's not marriage. Cheating changes how you argue. After cheating, every argument is different. You can't argue about small things anymore because someone will say, at least I didn't cheat. Or you don't get to shout at me after what you did. Cheating becomes a weapon in your marriage, and that's not safe for your marriage. Even if the couple forgives, the memory sits quietly in the corner of every disagreement, and sometimes the one who cheated wants to move on quickly, but the one who was hurt is still bleeding. Healing is not automatic. Cheating affects intimacy. People don't talk about this enough. Cheating damages physical intimacy because now the touch is different. The kisses feel suspicious. Even sex feels like comparison. Some spouses start wondering, were you better with them? Do you think about them when you're with me? Intimacy requires vulnerability, and vulnerability requires trust. Without trust, intimacy becomes performance. You just want to perform and let's just go by the day. That's painful in marriage. Cheating affects the children. People say the children don't know, so it's fine. Children may not know details, but they feel tension. They notice distance, cold silence, sudden fights. The mother crying quietly, the father being emotionally absent. Cheating doesn't just wound a spouse, it shifts the entire energy of a home. And children grow up learning how love looks like from you. What are they learning from you? Are they learning love or they're learning distance? Cheating changes respect. Even if forgiveness happens, something shifts. Respect is harder to maintain after betrayal, especially if the cheating partner becomes defensive. When you cheat, you do not become defensive. It doesn't help matters. Cheating says, my desires mattered more than our covenants. And that's a hard message to erase. Respect doesn't grow where betrayal lives. It must be rebuilt intentionally. Now, cheating damages self-worth. This one is deep. The person who was cheated on often starts asking, was I not enough? Am I unattractive? Am I boring? Did I fail? Even if the cheating had nothing to do with them, their mind still goes there. You don't want to put your partner through all that. And now, they carry this insecurity into a marriage that used to be safe. Cheating plants seeds of doubt that take years to uproot. The one who cheats also change, but this is for people who love their partner and people who are sorry for what they do. It's quite unfortunate that lots of people just cheat and they don't feel anything. Let's be honest, the one who cheats is affected. Guilt, fear of being exposed, living double lives, deleting messages, lying constantly. That's not peace. Cheating makes you divide yourself. You become someone your spouse doesn't know, and sometimes someone you don't even recognize anymore. But people recover. Yes, some marriages survive cheating, but survival is not automatic. It takes a lot of time. It takes radical honesty, transparency, counseling, patience, humility, and sometimes years of rebuilding. And even then, both people must want restoration. Cheating is easy, repairing is hard. Now, why do people still cheat? You may want to ask that. Let's be real. People cheat because they feel unseen. When you don't see your partner and some other person sees them, they tend to cheat. Some feel entitled, yes, especially for men. You hear them saying in the Bible, Solomon cheated, David cheated, and yet they were forgiven. They feel they are entitled as men to cheat. They feel a man is not supposed to have just one partner, so as a result of that, they cheat. Some people cheat because they lack discipline. If you don't have discipline, you're bound to cheat. They're emotionally immature. They enjoy attention. Now, some women, when other men give them attention that their husbands is not giving them at home, they tend to cheat with that person. Some persons cheat because they think they won't get caught. But no matter the reason, the damage is real. Temporary pleasure, long-term consequences. Now, if you're watching this, before you cross that line of cheating, if you're watching this and you're tempted, please pause that message. Pause that late night conversation that you were hiding from your partner. That emotional closeness you're hiding from your partner. And ask yourself this. Is this worth the peace of my home? Is this worth my spouse's tears? Is this worth my children's stability? Is this worth rebuilding everything from scratch? Because when you cheat, it's like you're starting afresh again. Is it worth it? Cheating doesn't just hurt in the moment. It changes the DNA of a marriage, and some scars doesn't just disappear. If this video touched you, I want you to be honest in the comments. Have you seen how cheating affected someone you know? Let's talk respectively. Marriage is hard, but betrayal makes it harder than it has to be. And sometimes protecting your marriage means protecting it from yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like and share this post. Do not forget to comment. Let's hear your thoughts about cheating in marriage, and see you next in my video. Bye.